Where do we stand in Islamic finance today in the world? Islamic finance has become mainstream, not only because of the quantity, of the quality of assets that are Sharia compliant, but because it has become a set of reference for the mainstream economic thought in all Western countries. Issues like the purpose of finance, the need of financing only real, tangible transactions, the issue of profit sharing. The financier should partake in the economic results, activities of the business he is financing. The very topical issue of leverage, the relationship between equity, own capital, and money that you are asking from other sources, and above all, the issue of money creation. What is these things of fractional reserve system, of fiat money, of quantitative easing that inflates the stock of money all around the world? All those issues are issues that are put on the table only by Islamic finance. And more people, both academicians and practitioners, are turning to Islamic finance not because of the religion aspect or other issues that are not that are aside. It's turning to Islamic finance because of those particular topics. One of the more important is that widely European public opinion is questioning the very existence of banks. What is the purpose of banks? What is the purpose of creating money through endless lending without knowing where you are lending money to, of creating, I would say, weird structures, products that are leading nowhere in terms of creation of wealth or social stability. In fact, in Islam, we do not need banks. We need capital providers that look at businesses and are financing those businesses that they think are good for social development and social stability. So I think that the great success of Islamic finance in the last 30, 40 years is not because it represents 2-3 trillion US dollars out of a total assets in the world of 70 trillions. No, not at all. This, of course, is a sign of success, but the great success is that it has become if you want, devil's advocate of mainstream finance. So, this said, should we, the practitioners and academicians, be happy with what has happened in Islamic finance? Not really. We have achieved a lot, but we should move forward now. We should move, I think, from what I would call Islamic finance 1.0 to Islamic finance 2.0. What do I mean? There is a growing divide in the Islamic world, if you want, between what are the goals and bases and sources of Islamic political economy and the reality of Islamic finance. Islamic political economy is based on values that found their sources on the Quran, on Hadith, and on fiqh. And its aims are wealth redistributions, equalities, poverty alleviations, well-being of all members of societies. Now, if you translate and if you see if these goals are really implemented in Islamic finance, you will question how Islamic finance is working nowadays. It seems to me that Islamic finance has become a subset due to market condition, market constraints, whatever it is, has become a subset of conventional finance. The need of providing results on a quarterly basis, the need of grabbing market share, these sorts of things, have created this disparity between the goals and the activities. And this is seen very clearly, in my opinion, in the tools that are used by Islamic finance. We know that most transactions are based on murabaha or tawarruk structures, to the point that some empirical studies shows that perhaps 75 to 80% of Islamic transactions are based on these tools, which are of course are Sharia compliant, but they're not really the goal of Islamic finance.